hold on. I heard it for an hour and a half. My head, I felt it. Donald was saying, grab another test. No. We are gathered here today to not slit each other's throats over me actually taking to the literal sense that I have it borderline on red. No moo milk. I can't go underneath the cow and go like a cat. I can't do that. I'm actually not able. I'm pretty sure I wrote down no fish, no milk. Because you don't consider fish in the rivers. You consider it out in the ocean. Because what's the first thing you guys are going to order off of a seafood menu? Atlantic or Pacific fish. You're not going to order from the river. You're not going to say, I'm going to stick my cat paw in. I'm going to grab that rainbow trout. I'm going to eat it. I ate it so Bengal kitty hungry fast. That was okay. I bitched about it. I moaned about it. I kicked and screamed like a little fucking ranting kitty cat. And now my belly feels so much better. It's coming to my head now. All the calmness. No, you guys actually are not seeing that literal actually means I cannot have milk. I actually cannot have milk. It actually shows it right there. No milk, no yogurt, no soybean. Moderate means exactly that. If I need it, I will grab it. But it's not to have every day. The milk, I have never touched milk. My sister will say it. She has never touched milk unless we forced it in cereal, which is true. And even then I was having a hard time eating it. So you cannot condemn me for taking it to the literal sense. I can't get underneath the udders and have it. I'm not completely lactose intolerant in the sense that you all wouldn't fucking condemn me for other dairy products. Yes, in that literal sense, I can't be that. But I actually cannot have the actual straight from the source lactose sugar. Like, you all need to stop hurting people for actually taking it so extreme logic to the point where you all look stupid. Because in a chemistry lab, that's important. What is in its purest form? That's no different than taking the lead out of your pencil and saying, is this the purest form of graphite we can find in the event that something should happen? You need to all stop thinking like magazine freaks and start thinking like a textbook scientist. That, for me, is important because if I can't have it in its purest form and something should happen, then that means I can't have it. I can't have it. So I need to find some other alternative. So yes, I can go to other dairy products like cheese, which is why I was happy because I am nothing more than extra cheese on a plain taco. Serious and like honest to fucking God, I will load it up with sour cream and regular mild cheddar. Won't do sharp, don't care for it. Mild, yes. Avocados have become the new protein substitute for bread. It is. It is a protein for me, and it is a carb. It's a protein substitute for the seafood that I can't have. Okay? So, yes, I'm glad to see avocado was not like a big fucking thing, because I was eating that like crazy when I was pregnant. Woo! And yes, pregnancy on me flares up fast because I survived a stunt. You cannot say that argument anymore. It's done. I actually went to the actual chemistry scientist sentence. So yes, they are correct in saying that I'm not technically quote unquote lactose intolerant, but Jimmy Carter will say she is though if you take it in the chemistry lab, which is straight from the source in its purest form. You all gave me the biggest, worst fucking headache for 2 hours, and Donald was trying to get y'all to calm down and reading it for what it was. It's no different than reading the law. The law is what it is. That's exactly what Jimmy's saying. Yes, it says that, but you're not thinking like a lab scientist. When she's talking, yes, it gets a chuckle and a giggle out of them because it's like, I have to leave my work at home, and at the same time, I have to blend in with you crazy fucks. All right? But no, I actually wrote down in the midst of my crazy humor emotion, no milk. I didn't write down no dairy. I didn't write down no cheese. I wrote down no milk and no fish. So whoever argued on my behalf on that gets a high five. I swear to God, gets a high five, because when somebody's emotional and erratic, that's when most of the truth comes out in facts, which is also true, which is also a torture technique. So that right there, Y'all can't argue about that. I wrote it down on paper. I seriously was in tears last night for about 3 hours straight crying, because that also dictates who you can be with. It does. No fish out in the ocean, either side, because the cousin squid and the actual fucker that I have a fucking hard time getting any type of food straight pure keeps eating it. Okay, that's the octopus. So that means that I have to eat locally. That's not a big deal. You're stupid. You seriously are stupid. And plus, from a Mitch McConnell argument, they technically can't write down anything hardcore medical facts because they're just a technical clinical lab research facility. They will actually get sued if somebody takes it to another doctor and proves them wrong. We don't ever do that with these labs. That's why we go to them, because it's an issue to get into a doctor, trust the doctor is not going to take your money, run, and then max out your credit cards and stuff, and then say that, well, I needed to live. And they're coming into your doctor's office with a Hawaiian shirt, which is what the other fuckers did over at CCBC. Okay? They wore their high-priced outfits knowing fully well they almost had a cash cow. No, we've just been through this before. This time it's going to stop. Because why? We've done 2 tests back to back. 2 tests back to back. Okay? And it's going to come out the same. It's going to be slightly variant, which is to be expected because of the titration solution. It is not always a guarantee in every bottle. It's going to be off. Oh my God, it's like the pie argument. How far past the decimal point do we go to say something's actually accurate? That's exactly what that argument is. Please stop. You just lost. You just lost. It's a done deal. It's a done argument. We're not going back to it. It's on YouTube film. Trust me, they wanted to sue me for what I did because of kids and stuff. No, this is what kids need to see to understand. We just don't go to this extreme. You got a problem, you try to find somebody. You come to a Walmart. Walmart has cameras left and right. You don't know why I'm saying it. I'm saying it for a reason, because it's supposed to be a family place with a lot of supportive people. Yes, we do hire a lot of people here in Downriver that have issues with the medical professions here in Michigan. I don't know what typical grocery store has got the same political agenda, but go find them. Trust me. Trust me, we exist. People like me, we exist. But I'm more pissed off at the fact that Kim kept saying, I don't know how to read. I do know how to read 3 fucking ways. 3 fucking ways. The company's way, arbitration way, and then the actual in the lab, pure form, chemistry, physicist way. If you had gotten Carter to read it and he just walked the fuck away, you're dumb. That is every chemistry, physicist, professor combined. They will do that to you if you don't have a brain to sit there and think things through. I cannot be completely lactose intolerant for 2 reasons. From a biology, genetic standpoint, skeletal system. Cannot be it if I have low tolerance to the rest of the dairy product industry, which is cheeses. I can have cheeses. I can have butter. Cream is a hidden source. Hidden source means it's a tiny fraction of it. Cream, if you understand the process, is not pure calcium. It's fat. It's milk fat. This is actually the liquid that provides nutrients, not fat nutrients, liquid nutrients. It's a different type of sugar. You cannot combine the two. That's why the Jewish cook a certain way with milk and cream. You're not thinking it through. Not thinking it through to stay calm. And this is actually a basic 101 lab. It is. It's a lab study that we all go through to see who's calm and cool at the end of the whole procedure. Because we have a tendency to jump to conclusions. You cannot do that in any chemistry lab. And the first one they give you, believe it or not, is titration. It was titration for me. We did acid and base a little bit further because that was an obvious. It was an obvious, but it's titration. Do not ever put me through that again. Don't ever put me through that. It's read 3 times correct. And psychologically through somebody who's sitting there as an outsider saying, let me stir up some emotions. Let me get some emotions out of her and see how she interpreted it. I pretty much wrote it down. No milk, no milk, no milk. I didn't say no dairy. I said no milk. Can I have chocolate? I said no milk. No fish. What's fish to you guys is now my fish that you guys don't like. So you don't like the rivers, but you prefer the ocean? Well, that's fish to you guys. I'm going to go stick in the river. Okay? Cats can only go out to the river. They don't like the ocean. They don't like the ocean. Stingrays scare them. They scare them. Like, holy fuck.